When I was a little girl, I wished I was a boy. I tagged along behind the gang and wore me corduroys. Everybody said I only did it to annoy, but I was gonna be an engineer. Mama told me, can't you be a lady? Your duty is to make me the mother of a pearl. Wait until you're older, dear, and maybe you'll be glad that you're a girl. Dainty as a dressed and statue, gentle as a Jersey cow, smooth as silk, is creamy.
Welcome to the Fundy Fringe. We gather on the traditional, unceded territory of the Wolastoqiyik, Passamaquoddy, and Mi'kmaq peoples, covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, which recognizes Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title, but does not deal with the surrender of lands and resources. The festival would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, St. John Theatre Company, Canadian Heritage, the Province of New Brunswick, the City of St. John, and St. John Community Arts Board. 100% of this show's ticket sales are returned to the artists, so please consider tipping the Fringe. Please check with our volunteers after the performance about donating. As per our COVID operational plan, please remain in your seat for the duration of the performance. If you need to leave your seat, please wear a mask and check with a volunteer or staff member of the Fringe. Please turn your phones to silent and enjoy the show.
Shit! Oh my God. Oh, why am I wearing tights? When I can feel wet sand. When did we move here? Grade 2, maybe. I remember being sad that the Canada Day fireworks were postponed due to fog that year. They didn't happen that year. Or the next year. Or the year after that. St. John fog is almighty, all powerful, and unceasing. When I was 11, I flew here on my own as an unaccompanied minor. My parents were on vacation, and I was staying with my grandma. Long story short, I got to fly on my own like a big kid. We circled around the St. John airport for 2 hours trying to land. The way my mom tells this story, she made them land at the Moncton airport, which I can believe. She's Mama Bear in every sense of the word. She was afraid they were going to fly me all the way back to Toronto, which is a thing that happens. But I was living my childhood dream of being let loose in the Moncton airport. I kept shooting glances at the luggage carousel, wondering if they'd let me ride through the little plastic flaps at the end. I imagined there was a whole other world back there, full of lost carry-ons and helpful airport elves. Your luggage, madam. I've always had an overactive imagination. Awesome for childlike wonderment while trapped in an airport. Awful for watching true crime alone in my apartment. The airport staff guided me around, and I'm sure did not want to deal with this kid asking to ride the luggage carousel, so they bribed me into silence with onion rings and Pepsi from the vending machine. I can still taste the soggy batter, onion ring crumbs just... And I sat in the front with the flight attendants. I felt so cool, so official. Until suddenly, a very grumpy-looking man came up to me, thinking I was an attendant, and started speaking to me in French much faster than my late immersion brain could translate. My heart was stuck in my throat. Do I check this guy in, or I should ask a flight attendant for help? But I can't. They've been so nice, and I'm the one who sat up here. I'm pretty sure I can say, Bonjour, je m'appelle Caroline, je ai un chat nommé Max. Madame Corby would be so disappointed. Bonjour. And then the lady said that she could help him. Oh shit, Mom. How long have I been gone? Hello? No. No, I'm not drinking. Yeah. Yes, I will be back before everybody leaves. Mom, Jesus, just... Mom? Okay. You can do this. Just figure out a way to put it where you don't sound like a total failure. Mom, Dad. Sounds stupid. Okay. Mom, Dad, I know I haven't visited in a while, or called, or the thing is, Michael and I, due to unforeseen circumstances, you know the job. The job that I've been telling everyone at the party about. Well, funny story. Truth is, I have no idea what I'm doing, and yes, I'm fucking drinking. How do you explain that? At a party full of people, everyone asking you about your career girl adventures. What's the big smoke like? And my mom. She'll tell me I never should have moved. She's gonna sigh as if she knew this was coming. She had her dream job by 21. High school sweethearts with my dad. Moved out when she was 16. She's gonna be so mad I'm ditching the party. I should go. I told her I wanted to move to Toronto and go to law school on this swing. She was scared for me. I could tell. Well, where will you live? You'll need to get an apartment, which means you'll need to get a job. Toronto rent is just impossible. Are you sure you want to go there? There must be hundreds of people who want the opportunities you want. You think you can talk yourself out of anything, but law? Are you sure? And there must be hundreds of students. You'll have to have the best grades. Are you sure you want to go there? It's not like here. You'll be a small fish in a big pond. You can't take the TTC at night. There's sickos out there. You'll have to call us every week, every day. She's just so worried for me all the time. Well, ready or not, little guy. Oh. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. I love bubbles in my bath. They make me giggle, they make me laugh. Bath time's fun when we have lots of bubbles, 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 bubbles. Wow. That was the hit song when I was 5. My mom made it up. She had this whole ritual surrounding bath time, probably so I wouldn't stay in until I turned into a raisin. I would emerge after much splashing and harrowing adventures with my rubber ducky, pruny and proud. They'd wrap me up in this huge robe, my dad grabbing my arms, my mom grabbing my legs, and they'd swing me in front of the bed. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go! Oh, Mom. I can't. I'm tired. I flew in late last night. I'm processing. I want some time to enjoy this. I missed New Brunswick. The air is so much better. I can see the ocean whenever I want. There's so many trees, so much green. I'm pretty sure I've seen like 3 deer. And this morning, that butterfly, I snuck out early, no one saw me, and there was this butterfly smack dab in the middle of the pavement, which did not seem optimal. The wind was battering him around like crazy. I tried to remember everything I learned about monarch butterflies in Mrs. Muma's 5th grade class. All I've got is they're into sugar water. So I rifle around in my purse thinking maybe he'll be attracted to the scent of my makeup, hand sanitizer. But then I imagined this butterfly disintegrating into medical grade gel alcohol. And I thought better of it. So I grabbed a flower, I let him climb onto it, and then I moved him quickly into the grass. If I had done this in Toronto, like crouched in the middle of the sidewalk, someone would have trampled me by now. Or hit on me. Or both. Oh, can't believe I fell for you. Hey, do you go to U of T? I would never have done this in the city. Wouldn't have had the time. Couldn't have stopped, wouldn't have stopped. Not because I'm a bad person, but just because, the city is hard. Bad things happen to good people. You never know what's out there, doll. But then I see the butterfly hasn't moved from the blade of grass. He is struggling, and there's a hole in his wing. So I just scooped him up. I didn't touch his wings. I know that's a death sentence. So I pulled the hole onto the flower, onto my hand trick, then walked the 10 minutes home, trying not to crush this little thing. I am not going to add killing an innocent butterfly to my list of screw-ups. My first month living in the city, I tried to help an elderly lady onto the streetcar. She was crouched over these huge bags, trying to get on the streetcar steps, which she was like half the height of. It was icy and windy. I felt my maritimer awaken. Here, miss, can I help you? Fuck off! She got on the streetcar, and I stood there with slush leaking into my boots. My first big city lesson was think for yourself, and don't help Toronto old ladies. They're a different breed. That butterfly totally lived, by the way. I set him free just before the party, and he flew off. No prob. I chose where I would do my undergrad solely on if it would get me into the city. The few times I would visit Toronto when I was a kid, I was in total awe. The tall buildings, the crowds of people, the streetcars, that crackle of electricity when they hit one of the connector thingies. Whoosh, magic. I thought moving to the city on my own meant I did it. I was going to be a success. My parents would be so proud to see all that I would achieve. I went to a school where I didn't know anyone. I graduated that school, educated and confident. I wanted to wear my LSAT score like a badge of honor. The whole city was gonna be my playground. I know the shortcuts to the subway station when I'm running late, because I inevitably am, and I know how to elbow my way. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, sir. Elbow my way onto the subway car and do my makeup smushed up in between 50 other people. Hands off, asshole. And I know which side of the exit has escalators, not stairs. And I can slide into line at Tim's, order my medium steeped tea, 2 milk, everything bagel with herb and garlic cream cheese, please. The lady at that Tim's has a really nice smile. And I know just how long it takes for me to get into my uniform, put my hair up, and find my pen. I know the city. I know where I fit in it. It's so full of possibility and change. I loved how much I was changing. I stopped calling my mom every week. My roomies would crowd in front of the bathroom mirror, some of us standing on the toilet to make room. We'd smudge eyeliner and trade lipsticks and passionately debate which 90s dance theme party we'd go to, while sipping poorly mixed together drinks and trying to figure out how to stuff our money, ID, keys, and phone into our bras. I love this song. Oh, I love this song. No. I love this song. Yeah.
Please stand clear of the door.
But then I got a job that had nothing to do with my degree, so I could make rent. Welcome to the castle, my lords and ladies. My name's Caroline. I'll be your friendly neighborhood wench for this evening. If you need anything, call for Caroline. Call for wench. But guess which name gets spit in your food? Which became 2 jobs to make rent. Yes, sir, I know it is highway robbery to charge you $8 for a small bag of Skittles. But if you buy the large popcorn combo, then I worked my ass off to make rent, to prove I could do it. Then the dream job shows up. A law firm is finally hiring, and I prove that my lack of experience won't be an issue. I quit my jobs. I told my parents that night. I could hear my dog barking from the other end of the line as they shout, the degree, the apartment, the job, the boyfriend. And it's not like I didn't pay my dues, boys-wise as well. Everyone has that ex-boyfriend or ex-boyfriends. The ones that you wish you could erase from your brain, but instead flash back to and inwardly cringe. That was my high school boyfriend. I was determined to have sex with him. I wanted the moment, you know? I wanted the breathless, this is it, I'm a woman. And I was determined to be good at it. I know everyone has that pressure, like, who's doing it? Well, have you done it? Is it fun? What the heck is it? But no. I was gonna lose my virginity like no other. I'm an Aquarius, after all. So, I studied up for the moment, not by watching porn on the internet. No, way too easy. I read explicit fan fiction. It's geeks writing about their favorite characters boning, or like writing themselves into Game of Thrones sex scenes, or Harley and Joker comics. As a certifiably nerdy teen, fan fiction opened up a whole new world that I'm not sure anyone asked for. Anywho, losing my virginity. After successfully falling in love, I had all the prerequisites. The boyfriend, the raging hormones, the condoms. That was tricky. For one, I didn't have any money to buy condoms. Getting condoms and money to buy condoms, required asking my parents if I could go to the movies. They'd give me $20, I'd get a ticket, I'd get popcorn, and what was I gonna do? Not go to the movies and pocket $20? That makes way too much sense. Instead, knowing my parents had purchased my brother condoms, I snuck into his room and stole one of his. I then approached my boyfriend and said, I have a condom. And he said, what? And I said, I have a condom. Do you want to have sex? And I'm pretty sure he broke into a cold sweat. Poor guy. He was clearly not reading the right fan fiction. We had to act fast and discreet. Our master plan was doing it in the unfinished basement, next to the water heater and boxes of old Christmas ornaments. We threw down some towels, because obviously, got naked, and then went for it. It was not like the fan fiction I had read. But instead of waiting till I was a little more comfortable, laughing with my boyfriend about how awkward this was, I didn't get all trussed up on towels with only an hour before your dad gets home to make us bland steak and potatoes, not to lose my virginity to the fullest. I was too stubborn to admit that I wasn't gonna be a sensual sex bomb at one of the most awkward times of anybody's life. I didn't want help, didn't need it, thought I had it all figured out. I never told my mom. It felt like such a failure. Now, I'm supposed to be an adult. I go to work on time. I pay taxes. I move in with boyfriends. It's not like the cringiness ended with high school. I've had my fair share of crappy Tinder dates, summer flings, not so secret friends with benefits in university. But then Michael came along just at the right time. He was so tall, I had to ask him to bend down to kiss me. He met my mom in the city when things started getting serious. I bought us all dinner. I had the job, the boyfriend, the apartment. No need to worry. No need to call and update my mom every month. I should get that. Things had been weird for a while. There was a lot of routine. Going to work, coming home. We were watching How to Make a Murderer. I was figuring out how to cook with his Instapot. I figured it's just a rough time for both of us. His grandma had just passed. I met his whole family at the funeral. Work was laying off people, left and right. I was worried. He was grieving and tired. I was stressed and overworked. We started having conversations less and less. Made one-word decisions about dinner, drinks, more and more. And there was this girl, this woman. It's not her, At 24, I really should not be worried about younger women. I literally am the younger woman. But they related on a lot of things. And she seemed lighter. A few weeks later, I got all dressed up for his work's Christmas party. I looked amazing. I shaved my whole body. I smelled like soap and perfume. And he hung out with her all night. I ate free mac and cheese out of a Solo cup in the back. He just stopped seeing me. So the night we broke up, I was going for a last-ditch attempt to reconnect. You know what? Things have been weird. But I got your favorite fried chicken from the place down the street. I have so much beer. Let's eat, let's talk, let's fuck until we feel like us again. And so he, and then I, and then he, and then I, and then I, and then and then he started shaking. And I looked down, and he is sobbing into my vagina. I pulled him up. Are you okay? He said no. I said, is this about Melanie? He said yes. Are you in love with her?
Why are you here? I've been calling.
My phone died?
Did you bring a jacket?
No.
Weren't you wearing tights?
Yes.
It's freezing.
Thanks.
You walk here?
Yes.
You know, you missed Sarah and Ben. They barely had a chance to talk to you. That's no way to treat your friends or your family. Why the hell have a party?
I didn't want the party. You were the one who put it together.
Sorry for celebrating the first time my daughter's home in 5 years.
I didn't mean it like that,
You hardly call me, once every couple of months? And then finally you're here, and we get to spend time, and you sneak off.
I wasn't sneaking. I just needed some time. I wanted to come to the school.
You know, you barely said a word to us. Do you really hate your family that much?
I don't hate you guys. I don't. I just needed some air.
You haven't talked to me at all. You know, if you want me to just not be involved in your life at all, good, fine. I don't care.
Mom.
I'm gonna go.
Mom!
I'll see you at home.
Mom, please. Mom, I meant to call you. I wanted to.
Then why didn't you?
Things were stressful at work. Mom, I fucked up.
Caroline.
Messed up. I didn't want to talk to you because work fired me or laid me off or whatever. It wasn't anything I could do, blah, blah, blah. I just thought if I worked hard enough, and Michael and I broke up, he fell in love with someone else. I didn't catch it. I couldn't stay at the apartment. I've been sleeping on Emily's couch. But then you messaged me about coming home for a visit, paying for my flight. How nice it would be to see me. Mom, I really screwed up.
Honey.
I only have 50 bucks. Michael's a jerk.
Breathe. breathe, just breathe. Oh.
I didn't want you to think I failed. I didn't want the "I told you so."
I'd never say that. I don't want you to feel that way. I'm just so proud of you. You know, I was worried that you thought we wouldn't be there for you, that I wouldn't be there for you, when that's all I ever want. You know, I'm so proud of how you've done and been so fiercely independent, just like I was. But you can't do it all on your own. I mean, you think you have it all figured out, but you don't. Everyone needs help at your age. Oh, honey, it's hard.
I just thought if I had the job, then
You
that
know
would
what?
mean...
If all you ever did was be a good hard worker and a kind person, I feel I'd done my job. You know, when I was your age, I had to move back in with Nanny.
Really?
I kicked Dad out. He was such a jerk.
You kicked Dad out?
Yeah, well, that's another story. But, you know, the point is, we're here for you. You don't have to do it all alone. I just want to help. I just want you to be happy.
Me too.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm really sorry I didn't call.
Me too.
How did you know I was here?
You don't think I know this spot? I picked you up every day here. This swing.
Yeah.
I couldn't get you off the thing. You know, this is where you'd always spend time after Papa died,
Yeah.
when you lost your virginity.
Wait, you knew when I...
When you got into university, we talked all about it here and planned your big move to Toronto.
I just didn't think you'd remember.
You seem to assume a lot about what I'm thinking.
Yes. I'm sorry.
How about we just agree not to assume what the other thinks all the time, okay?
Okay.
No, but if we don't get home, Dad'll think we both disappeared.
Okay, okay.
I love you.
I love you too. Just let me grab my stuff.
Okay.
I would swing slowly at first, building my momentum, letting the sounds of kids whizzing all around me or waiting in line behind me fade out. I would swing higher and higher until I reached that perfect point when the air is rushing past you and through your lungs, and all you can see is the blue sky, and all you can hear is your heart pounding, and all you can feel is the cold chains going slack in your hands, and your heart stopping, and your breath catching, and... Come on. Mom, you bow. And then Drew. Yeah! And then us. That's my mom.
Thank you for attending the Fringe. Please leave any bottles or cups from the bar at your seat. Please remain seated as our volunteers will help you leave the space in an orderly manner. Remember to wear your mask and respect physical distancing as you leave. If you'd like to tip the Fringe, please leave a donation in the jar by the door as you exit.
When I went to school, I learned to write